All right, so I just got done looking at the PFL 6 weigh-ins that happened earlier today. I actually just went and fast forward to look at the Kayla Harrison and Jozette Coton weigh-in. Gosh, it was awkward. It was so awkward. Both girls made weight though, so we got a fight. We've got a fight. Short notice. Jozette was ready. She made the weight. She kept it professional. So I'm glad we get to see this fight tomorrow night. And then let me just talk about appearances real quick. Jozette Coton looks very focused. She looks aggressive. She was on the scale. Still, she looks a little bit pudgy. It's so crazy because I do think that Jozette Coton might be one of those people that could make 135. I'm not even lying. I think she could make 135. Yeah, because there's still so much fat on her. There's still so much, fatty mass on her body that I think she could really cut down because she made this weight in short notice. But anyways, if this is the weight class that they're going to have at PFL, I think it's fine. I would rather all of the girls are healthy and just stay around your weight class and don't stress out too much about the weight cut so that we can just see some great fights. So I'm not sure if they're going to be having this weight class during the tournament because apparently they're going to have the women's tournament in the PFL tournament structure next year. One of these women can win $1 million. I'm remembering that, Ray Seffo and all these guys said that. I'm going to keep them to it. And I think Kayla Harrison is going to keep them to it as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing women in the tournament next year. I want to see a woman win $1 million. Anyways, now let's talk about Kayla Harrison, her appearance. Kayla Harrison is just yoked. I mean, she's literally yoked. Her waist is small. She's not fat. There's no fat on her. That's the thing. She's not fatty. She looks like she has huge muscular legs and she has huge muscular arms. She looks like she's been snorting just pure protein powder, uncut. She doesn't even mix it in the smoothie drink because the water cuts it. She just snorts it. That's what it looks like. She just, she just literally just snorting the protein powder, man. Or she's eating some 3 steaks a day, 5 chickens, protein powder, protein bar. Just, the girl's got some muscles. Definitely got some muscles. And it's crazy. I don't know if maybe this weight cut going down to 155 has sort of just made her body look bigger than than how she normally would look. I guess that's the best way to put it because in the Olympics, I believe her weight class was 170. I believe that was her weight class. Everywhere except for the UFC, the weight classes are a lot more realistic for women. Actually, let me make sure that was 170 that she won those belts. I mean, that she won those gold at. All right, so yeah, she did. She trained at 170. I mean, she won that gold at 170 pounds. So I think that maybe cutting down to 155 has just made her look a lot more ripped, than I guess we've ever seen her before. Because she looks ripped and her arms look huge. I hate to say like a man, but her arms are big. Just let's just put it that way. I'll just say her arms look really large. So that was that. But now the face-off. Let's just talk about the face-off. Kayla Harrison walked up. And then, dude told Coton to go ahead and walk up, take a couple of steps up. And Coton walked up. She didn't even look at Kayla Harrison, man. Jozette Coton walked up and just looked at the camera. She put up that one. She put up that one love one time. She put that one and just never looked at Kayla. She never looked at her. And Kayla Harrison was looking at, she was looking at Jozette Coton with a smile. She had a smile on her face. It looked like a nervous smile to me. I think that Kayla needs to go ahead and get that aggression where you just look, where you look like you're hungry. You're not walking your dog. You're at the dog park, at the local freaking dog park. You're not standing in line at the local cafe. Talking to your neighbors or your friend girls before work. It's just, I wish that she would get a little bit of progression, but hey, it's her second MMA fight. I'm not going to put too much heat on the girl, but the face-off was definitely intense. In my opinion, it was intense. I know Coton never looked at her, but sometimes looking a person dead in the eyes is a sign of confidence. Sometimes, I'm telling you, I do it all the time. I look people dead in the eyes when I talk to them, and I watch them just look away. They'll be looking all over the place. If they look me back in their eyes, in my eyes, then I know that they're confident, and that they're confident in what they're presenting to me is an honest account of who they really are. So there's something to be said about that, not looking in the eyes. However, we know that Jozette Coton can crack. We know that she can crack. I'm just saying, we know that she's, what's her name? The number one head buster. She can crack. And this fight, without a doubt, confidence, no confidence, overlooking your opponent, not overlooking your opponent. This fight right here is going to test Kayla's chin. And for Jozette Coton, it will test her takedown defense or her ground game if she does make it to the ground. So I think that this is a great fight. I actually commend Kayla Harrison for taking this fight. I think maybe it's a big step up for her. A big step up for her. I didn't see her taking on an opponent that was 8-1 so soon. But, I guess, I don't know. Maybe she's just ready to, I don't know what the PFL is thinking, but, sometimes you can't just sit around and pad people's records. People are tired of seeing that padded record lifestyle. All the time in women's MMA, we always have to see the padded record fighter at the top. Nobody wants to see that right now. We just want to see somebody who, just going through the competition. Kayla wanted a fight. She said, look, I need a fight. Y'all told me that I could get a fight every 2 or 3 months. She's used to throwing people around on the mats once every 2 or 3 weeks. So, every 2 or 3 months she wants a fight. So she said she wanted a fight. I'm guessing Jozette Coton said, hey, look, I'm available. Kayla said, all right. You cannot be mad at that. You could never be mad at that, man. True fighter. At least we know that she's got the true fighter spirit. Now, let's see if she can get the win. I don't know even who I'm rooting on in this fight. It's kind of tough. The thing is, I feel like nobody loses out on this fight. Nobody loses anything. I think if Jozette Coton puts up a great performance, then she's gonna be in the PFL. And to me, that's a good look. I know everybody wants to be in the UFC, but if you can create competition outside of the UFC, then it'll be a lot more fair. Fighters will be treated a lot more fairly, whatever it is. So I hope that she can get into the PFL because I'd like to see her in the tournament where she can have the option of winning $1 million, and then we can see the whole bracket breakdown, and it'll just be a nice look. I'll just be honest with you. It'll just be a good look, in my opinion. Just be a good look to have Jozette Coton in there, 8-1. If she takes an L, 8-2. Now, we know Kayla Harrison is going nowhere. If she takes an L, she ain't going nowhere. She's still going to be in the PFL. She's already contracted, I think she's contracted at 4 guaranteed fights, one every 3 months, I believe is how her contract is shaking out. And then also if she wins, then hey, now she's 2-0. Who's next? She can actually go ahead and start running through the rest of the girls. Running through everybody else. But these girls, I will be honest, they're kind of, the rest of the girls are kind of small for Kayla Harrison. Jozette Coton actually has the size. She actually has the size to where she can, neither fighter looks small. Both of the fighters look like they were about the same size, that they can scrap with each other and it'll be a fair fight. But if Kayla Harrison goes in there against a Pam Sorensen, Sorensen's just going to be she's just going to be outweighed, really. She's just going to be the smaller girl in the octagon. But anyways, I'm not going to drag this out too long. This is really just a weigh-in, face-off reaction. I told you what mine is. You guys tell me what yours is. In the comment section, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and tell a friend to tell a friend.